Hey everybody, I'm Eric, the National Wine Educator with PRP Wine, and I am joined today by our 2023 #1 wine consultant, Jeffrey Shapiro. I want to just simply ask a very easy question. Jeffrey, what are you drinking? What are you liking? What are you pouring? Tell me about two of your favorite wines that are in stock right now. Take it away, Jeffrey.
All right, so the two wines I chose to talk about today, first is, hopefully it's showing through with the screen, is the Prosecco. And the reason why I chose the Prosecco is not only do I think it's drinking beautifully, um, and the fact that it's a little bit drier, a little bit more brut than a lot of Proseccos, which is peeling, but it's unusual in two ways. One, it's made with the Glara grape. Glara is a white grape, and this is a rosé sparkling wine. So I get to talk about how by adding a little bit of Pinot Noir, they're getting the color. And also that the majority of sparkling wines are non-vintage, and you only get a vintage sparkling wine when the winemaker is determined it was an exceptional harvest, which means this is going to be an exceptional wine. And so, and sparkling, if I have a sparkling at a tasting, I start off with it. So I'm setting the table right away when I pour this wine, when I talk about those things.
I love that wine. That is a great choice. That is our Millesimato Prosecco Rosé 2022. Awesome. And your next wine, Jeffrey?
And then one that often is at the very end of the tasting, and that is our La Encina.
Oh.
And I personally love this wine. I personally love Spanish wines, and I love taking this out because as I share with people at our tastings, that all our wines are really excellent. But there's certain wines that really take it to another level, and I think the La Encina is one of them. And I talk about how it is Vino de Pago, which is a very, very difficult designation for a wine to achieve in Spain. I think it's less than 3% of wineries get to call themselves Vino de Pago, which I think idiomatically refers to wine representative of the place. So and then I love Tempranillo, and I love talking about Tempranillo. A lot of Americans have never had a Tempranillo, and it's really introducing them to something that's well crafted, and that is a great alternative when all people know is Cabernet and Merlot and Pinot, to give them something like this. So
What kind of food would you pair with that La Encina? Because I do love that one as well.
So one of the things I tell clients about at tastings is think about the cuisine from where the wine comes. Spanish cuisine, very aggressively seasoned. So this is going to work beautifully, of course, with your land proteins. You think about Iberico ham and, of course, steak and chorizo. But think about this even with something like paella, because of the very strong flavors from the saffron and the char that you get from that. And I do live in California. I always talk about, especially if somebody has mentioned that they're plant-based, some things that this will go with. And so I do talk about if they are making something like a Beyond Burger, or they are grilling vegetables on an open flame. Those are wines that are, those are foods which will also go really, really well with this. And of course, if you have something like garlic, that pungency really works with the very well tamed but present tannins, as well as the fairly high alcohol level of this wine at 15.5%.
Absolutely. That is a personal favorite of mine as well. That is the 2018 vintage of La Encina Tempranilla. It is from Navarra, Spain, and that is a very age-worthy wine too. I think we've got some older vintages we've had in the past, and that wine is drinking beautifully as it ages too. So great selections. Thank you for sharing those, Jeffrey. Go out and pour some wine. And if any of you are looking for wine, either of these wines, to schedule a tasting or to order them, reach out to your wine consultant in your local market. They'd be happy to help you out. Thanks so much. Have a good one and cheers. Thanks, Jeffrey.